And check this out. We have a fully functional app. This specific app, it's very simple, but pretty damn impressive for something that was coded in just about a half hour with the help of ChatGPT 4.1. So let's test it out. Let's say I took 8 milligrams of CBD. Just click on this log intake.
Right on, man.
It says right on, man. And then you can see right here in the history, I already tested it a bunch of times before that. It logged each one with a date and time stamp along with the amount of milligrams I took for each intake. And then you click over here, it will produce a nice little chart per day. Tracking your CBD usage isn't exactly the wildest, most complicated, or most mainstream app you can code with ChatGPT 4.1. But you know what? This will work as a great example, I promise. Today, I'm showing you how I built a simple app right inside ChatGPT 4.1 that logs your CBD doses. And for anybody who doesn't know what that is, it's alternative medicine. It even graphs them for you. No bootcamp required, and as always, no bullshit. ChatGPT 4.1 is hands down the best ChatGPT model for coding available right now, and this is going to prove it to you. I'll also show you where you can stash your audio and image files for free without any account sign-up requirements whatsoever, so you can use them in your app as well. And for those who want their app to talk back to them, I'm going to show you how you can easily generate an audio clip in 11labs.io for free, so you can put that into your app too. So seriously, if you just got a little bit of time and some creativity, you can do this just like I did. So, ready to add app developer to your resume? Well, you probably shouldn't do that. Anyways, let's party. We got a pretty big prompt here. Now, I did not start with a prompt this big. What I did is I started with a much smaller prompt than this, but I created this big prompt out of all of the follow-up prompts that I did when I created the app to save you guys some time, because I know how much you guys value your own time and you don't want to waste it. Neither do I. So hopefully this works just as well as the first process. It may or it might not. It might take some going back and forth, but you can copy paste this for yourself if you'd like. I'm going to leave the prompt to this in the description below for you guys to test out and tweak and give you a nice starting point for your own app to do whatever it is you want to do. So we're going to click on this, ChatGPT 4.1 running right now, and it launches right into Canvas mode. You guys want to use Canvas mode when this is happening. And I included that in the prompt. I included that I want it to stay in Canvas mode, and I want it to update the code in preview mode as well. And I'll show you preview mode. Preview mode lets you literally preview what the app is like without deploying it to any environment. You can just use it right in ChatGPT. So we have all the code that I wrote right here. Quite a lot. Let's see how well it works off just this one prompt. We're going to click preview. Okay, a lot different than the first one, but let's see how it works. We got 10 milligrams. Right on, man. Okay, so it's working. Cannot preview your code. An error occurred while trying to run CBD inside React. No, go to fix bug. I didn't see the error, but apparently there is one. Okay. Let's try this. All right, 10 plus 15. It's adding it up. Let's try another 5. All right, so it's working. We got the log history. Of course, this looks much different than the other app, but that's okay because we didn't exactly give it a mock-up design. I didn't give it a sketch to look at, nothing like that. So it took the description that I gave it, and technically it hit all of the corners. It did exactly what I told it to do. So it has log intake button. It says right on, man. After you click on the button, it graphs it. It gives you the log history. It gives you the date and timestamp. So it's doing what I asked it to do. And it did it in, what, 2 prompts? Because one of them was technically a fix. So at this point, what we're gonna do is add the logo. And my logo file should work for this as well, but we'll see how it looks because this is a different design. We're just gonna go like that. And then I'm going to drag over my image, and I'm going to show you how to make this logo image as well. I can show you what this guy looks like. So this is the logo I created for the app, CBD log. It's got a log in it, literally. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. with ChatGPT, of course. This took me about 5 to 10 minutes to get right, and it looks beautiful with a transparent background. So it said, use the attached image for the app. Swap out CBD intake log headline for this. Okay, so in this case, we got CBD intake tracker, because that's what it used as the headline. I didn't give it a headline. That's what it used for me. So let's see what happens and if it sizes it correctly, because I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with this. So let's check it out. Okay guys, so we're going to host this file, and technically what you would want to do ideally is what you would do if you end up taking this app and doing something with it. You would take all the code and you would deploy the code along with the image file that you use, not on a shared drive, okay? But for the sake of example purposes, because we're just doing this for fun, we are going to use a website called Imgur. You're probably familiar with it. So all you have to do is go up to imgur.com. Don't need an account. Just go to new post, and we're going to drop our little logo in here. All right, and now we have a little link here. So we got the link, and we're going to go back to this, say, use this as the image file. Now, as you can see, it's rewriting all the code just like I instructed it right from the beginning. It's rewriting all of it in the right side panel, which is what we want, because then we don't have to copy and paste anything. And that's what you guys are going to want too, because by default, the code ends up in the left-hand side over here. You got to copy, you got to paste, you have to, it's a mess, it takes too long. It's just not simple enough. So now you're just going to paste the Imgur link. There you go. And there we go, guys. So we got the logo in here. Does it look perfect? No, but this is a mock app. This is for an example. Doesn't have to be perfect. So we're doing good. And we click on that, and we have our little message. But you know what would be a little bit cooler? Rather than just a message, if there was an audio file. So we're gonna get an audio file, just like you saw at the beginning of this video, that says right on, man, because we want the user to be a little bit happier when they click that button. So we're gonna go over here to 11labs.io. You can sign up for an account for free, and it's gonna be the simplest thing you've ever done in the world. You're just gonna click on text to speech. You're gonna type in right on, man, or whatever it is you wanna generate. And I found a voice here called JR Friendly and Chill, and you just click generate speech, and you're gonna get this. Oh, man. Right on, man. Okay, so then we can go back into the app, and I already have that MP3 file over here that I'm gonna give to it. So we have the MP3 file, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it to Catbox. No affiliation with this, no affiliation with any of these tools. I'm just showing you guys free ways to do this. And again, hosting these files wherever you host your other files is going to be ideal. You're not going to want to keep them on these public services, but this will work really well for stuff like this where we're having some fun. So you drop it in, and it's a literal click. Okay, so now it's live, it's on the internet, it's public, and you can say, great, now anytime a user clicks log intake, play this MP3 file. Now, by the way, guys, as you go and as more code gets coded, ChatGPT might get really slow. I've never seen basically anything run as slow as this after a ton of code is generated. Your mileage may vary. Maybe it's just my computer, I don't know, but be aware of that. So we're gonna get out of this. You can get out of the little preview window here by just clicking on stop. And we're going to copy this new code. We're going to paste it over here into the preview window. We're going to click preview. Now we're going to test it out. So we're going to do 5 milligrams. Oh, man. Right on, man. Worked first time. How about that? And as you can see, it's coding. So it's going to reset the usage every time you come back into the preview window. It's totally normal. It cannot save anything in preview mode, which is expected. So don't worry about that. And if you're wondering what this means, I wanted to show you guys what it would look like if you wanted to include a little affiliate link or something in your app, if you plan on using an app for your own purposes, for your business or whatever you're gonna do. It would look just like that, very simple. And really, you guys can create whatever you want now. I mean, the barriers have been broken down, guys. And that's not to say that developers are useless, because they are not useless. Developers are very smart people and they know a lot about code, and they can use a tool like this and become supercharged. I mean, they can become crazy incredible and effective. So if I can do this, someone who doesn't code, well, I know a little bit, but I'm not a coder. If I can do this, just imagine what a developer can do with stuff like this. That is the vibe coding era. Okay, so we got this looking pretty good. Now, I made a ton of changes to the original, from the colors and sizes of different things and the little pop-up. So get as creative as you want. Let me give you a quick example. Like, I don't really like this button, so we're gonna say for the button background color, use a subtle gradient from green to dark green. So we are gonna get out of it by clicking stop. We're gonna wait for it to code all of the new code. Simply copy it, paste it over, just like that, guys. I mean, that looks really good.
Right on, man.
Right on, man. I mean, this looks really, really good. And most of the changes that I've needed when messing around with this have happened correctly on the first try, on the first prompt. Like the fact that we got that nice prototype right out of the gate with that big prompt that we used as the first one, that's crazy. If you've tried coding anything back even a few months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago with AI, it really didn't work that great. I mean, it was still incredible, but it wasn't this good. This is really good. So take advantage of it, guys. Take advantage. And as a quick tutorial on how to make the logo, I did this prompt right here, which I'll also leave in the description for you guys. And you can obviously customize it to whatever you want, but the first stab at it was this. That's what the AI came back with. I didn't think this was that great. It looked totally generic, not what I wanted. So I said use a rectangle instead of a square, use a black background instead of green, include a literal log because I thought that would be funny bad humor. And then boom, that was the new one. And then I said that I want it to be a little bit more rectangular, include some more shading. So I got that. So really just 2 revisions and 1 initial prompt, and we got this. Very, very important, include transparent background in your logo, because if you don't, and you include it on your app and the background on the logo is different than the background of your app, it's not gonna look right. So include transparent background. You'll know it's transparent if you hover over it and you see this checkerboard. So be sure to do that. And you might need to crop it out a little bit, and really that's all I needed to do. Of course, this is just for a demo. If I really wanted to perfect it, I'd spend a little bit more time on it, but for the demo purpose, to make it work really well with the app, I got rid of this border and just cropped it up a bit. No big deal. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this edition of Run the Prompts on YouTube. How did you like this tutorial? How do you like vibe coding? How do you like ChatGPT 4.1? Tell me in the comment section below what you guys think and what you guys are creating, because this is the time to be alive right now. This is the time to be creative. So get out there, be creative, make something. Go do something with your life. Get off your ass. Click that like, comment, and subscribe button before you do that, though, because we're here to change the world. You are too. And until next time, remember to run the prompts and prompt the planet.